Yo, 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 it's your boy Crescendo. We got Anonymous in the building.
You already know Anonymous X5, man. Thank you for having me.
Bro, I am excited. I'm excited because I know it's going to be a good show because it was craziness getting here.
Yeah.
It's been a crazy week for me. A lot of stuff going on in my life. And I just know that God has something big planned.
Word up, man.
I just know, when you go through like the storm of your life and then you're like, God, why? And it's like, cause I want something better for you. I want something stronger for you. I want something more rich, bruh.
Yeah, man. Yeah, storms hit and then next thing you know, you got a beautiful day. Man. That's like
Exactly, man. Because, maybe it was just going to be way too hot of a day. And God wanted to give me some shade.
There you go.
I'm like, God, why are you throwing me that shade, though? Oh, man. So much craziness going on. At the beginning of the show, we usually cover different topics and different things that go on. And one thing that's going on is... What do we have going on? We have Colin Kaepernick and his Nike ad. And the controversy behind that.
Yeah.
I actually think something really great came out of it. The memes.
Oh yeah. I mean, in a lot of good ways. Yeah, I saw some crazy memes. I saw some stuff that was like, really, really powerful at the same time. It was the conversation started.
And I like it because when I saw what he did and how Nike partnered up with them, I thought it's a really great way to partner up with a movement, to partner up with something that stands for something. And I think in the end, people have their opinions. They want to debunk things. Like we have people that want to debunk Black Lives Matter, people that want to... and the other way around, people want to prove it so much.
Yeah.
But I think this thing is funny because it's like a cancer patient having a breast cancer awareness foundation statement, and then someone always comes in and they're like yelling, "No, but I have HIV and that's more important."
Gotcha.
Or, I got this, that's, and I feel like, as Christians, we should always stand with justice. And whether you feel like this is a real issue or you don't, the fact that these things are still happening, even at the small percentage, like we're talking about 0.001%, but then there's the times that it's just not documented, that it's not shared.
Yeah, no.
I mean, it goes deeper into the fact that, us as a human race has constantly divided ourselves by skin or ethnicity. And at the end of it, we have to make a statement of whether, one, we either continue to complain about it or continue to do something about it.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't think Colin's complaining about it, but I think he's trying to do something about it.
Yeah, understandably. Yeah.
So, and that's the bigger statement. So if you want to get off your high horse for 5 seconds, trying to debunk the whole thing, he's really trying to make a difference in the world.
Yeah, which I think that's, I think you hit something right on the head. You're either doing something or you're complaining. I think when it comes to things about social justice or certain commentary that we have about social justice, we have to really remember that the conversation is more nuanced. It's more layered than black and white. We're actually dealing with people. People have narratives. People groups have narratives. And that's something that we need to take into consideration before we just open our mouths and we speak rationally into a situation. That's what, that's the way I look at it. It's more nuanced than what we think it is.
And that is one of the biggest things that we need to consider in this whole situation, is that there's a person behind every justice battle.
Yep.
There's a real person, and they are a sinner. They are a saint in some times of their lives. You know what I mean? And, you know, we can demonize the person or demonize the situation or demonize the whole group of people, but you can't. At the end of the day, you still got to realize, okay, a lot of this comes down to a matter of sin is still at the core. Sin is, it's a matter of the heart.
Yeah.
A matter of change that needs to happen. And you can fight all you want, but if you don't have a core of love and a God who actually loves, your foundation is weak.
Gotcha.
And I think a lot of people don't realize, because the thing is, as Christians, we should be social justice warriors, you know. But typing, you know, behind a pen, you know, your laptop, or typing on your phone, yelling at people isn't gonna do good for the cause either.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are very quick to argue their point rather than live their point.
That's a good point. I think, like what you're saying, like a lot of people just speaking about their point, not living their point, and I think sometimes not even listening to the other side of the narrative. You know, like you know, we need to listen to the other side, understand, and go from there. You know, and sometimes I think we'll do well to listen to other people and then respond, so that way, you know, we can kind of have a level ground and we can represent them properly, as opposed to, like you're saying, maybe stand behind our keyboards or behind statements that we're just speaking out of our own selfishness, like, this is what I believe in, that's it, as opposed to saying, let's actually dialogue. You know, like a lot of times I don't think we dialogue as people.
And I think at the end of the day, I think that's what we need to do. At the Hype, it's more than just, you know, a political talk. So I sorry I came in with that like deep subject.
Gotcha.
You know, so many funny things that came out of it too. And then you got Nicki Minaj and Cardi B fighting.
Yeah, Fashion Week, right?
Yep. And you know, I don't say who won or who not.
Who not won? Yeah. Who not won? That's
who not
won.
I just can't stop thinking about the knot she had at the top of her head. Oof. That's why I don't know.
Yeah, it's like my boy Wanda says, the internet's undefeated, man.
The internet is undefeated.
Man. No
you wake up and you will find some of the funniest stuff. But you know, I just want to encourage you guys. You know, if you guys are online, you're having a good time, still be mindful of people. You know, try not to cause too much of a commotion. I know some people are just trolls out there.
Oh, for sure.
But when you encounter a troll, don't provoke them. That's all I gotta say. You will not pass that bridge.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna play some music. We got some music from Nowadays that I want to play. One of his new singles called Pop. And then we'll get into some more singles. We're gonna play about 4 singles back to back, just cause, you know, YouTube and Facebook are jerks. So we're gonna play like 30 seconds of each, if that's cool with y'all. We'll probably play a minute of Nowadays, just so you guys can get a real good feel of it.
Yes, sir.
But you're listening to The Hype.
Yeah.
We're here with Anonymous.
I'd never make a song for you, and if I did, I'd say something's wrong with you. You'd be wrong, we all have flaws, so I decided to have some real dialogue. My whole childhood, I wanted to be you. I'd see you in the room, surrounded by people. You charmed the whole room, I'd see how they treat you. Try to mimic your walk, the way that you talk. Said I'm from Brooklyn, the way that you talk, I loved it. Was mad when you said that I wasn't. Show me family is everything from siblings to cousins, and always staying tall. Don't be the one frontin', don't talk through your teeth. No one owes you nothing, and when you spit rhymes, make sure there's substance. Don't hold the mic too close so it's heard by the public. That's real hip-hop, son, all else is suspect. As I get older, I become more like you. As I get wiser, I just wanna be more like you. As I get older, I become more like you. As I get wiser, yeah, I just wanna be more like you. For your rendition of Super Rhyme playing records.
Dear youth, let me inspire you. I know when you come from nothing, that's what you aspire to. I had demons working hard to put that curse on me. Never been in gangs, rojo for my university. The college life ain't for everyone. They try to kick me all up out of mine. Uptight, insecure, jealous people tried me all the time. I really thought about dropping out and going back to the portrait, bruh. Then I challenged everybody's doubt. Now I'm rapping over orchestras. They will never embrace our culture. They just hate our culture.
Sometimes I just turn my music loud. Roll through your town with my windows down. I got all that good and they feel it now. The whole world, they know I catch my vibe. They know I catch my vibe. Oh, they know I catch my vibe. They know I.
Put your hands in the air for calm.
Campeón. Yeah, Southside, Southside.
Yo, we are back on the hype. I was serious about those 30 seconds. Thank you, Reach Records, for muting my videos. I will mute your songs after 30 seconds.
30 seconds, that's it.
30 seconds.
That's the pinnacle.
But we got you.
Okay.
We got you. We're gonna play your full song.
All right.
It's all love. But yeah, man. The industry's crazy right now. There's a lot of cracking down because people aren't getting paid for their music.
For sure.
You ain't buying their singles. You guys ain't buying physical CDs no more. So
They gotta monitor everything.
they gotta monetize everything. So, but I'm excited because I got you on the show.
Yes, sir.
And I wanted, I love exposing indie artists to, you know, their community, Orlando, as well as the internet with my show. And especially artists that I don't know.
Yeah.
And this is really a chance for me to get to know you.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I do want to, we're going to do like a little background.
Okay.
And I want to know, so we're going to say some cliche questions and then we'll get into some real questions.
Yeah. Go ahead, man.
But let's talk about your upbringing, your background. And after that, what led you to do music?
Gotcha. Yeah, so I'm originally from Newark, New Jersey. I'm a transplant to Orlando. I grew up on the north side of Jersey, north side of Newark, actually. And that's pretty much where I spent most of my life at. Went to school out there, but I'm interesting because I pretty much grew up on the north side, but I went to school on the south side with a lot of different dudes out there. So, you know, I ran downtown Newark. I moved to Orlando maybe 2 years ago, got married and all of that. So, I mean, my transition into music was after my grandmother died. I think I was 12 or 13 at the time. I started doing poetry. I always say that hip-hop to me is poetry in motion. That's the way that I really got introduced to just writing. And then my boy introduced me to my first Tupac cassette, maybe, Lord knows when, maybe 97, 98. And after I listened to Pac, Me Against the World, that kind of just set me off into looking more into hip-hop and all of that. And once I started writing when I was 12 or 13, that's when I started looking at instrumentals and, you know, getting into more of the genre, so.
Run quick, seas. What do we got here now? Just kidding. That's what's up. I think with a lot of people, they don't realize the complexity of what hip hop is because it is poetry in motion. I think that's one thing that really splits us from other genres is our lyrics.
Gotcha.
Because we're rhyming, because we're creating patterns and cadences.
Yeah.
people don't really realize why it's so important, that why old heads are always like, yo, the lyrics though. But it's like, you got to understand what we're doing this for, what we're doing with our music. It matters.
Gotcha. Yeah.
We influence, like, you know, hip hop. We have this whole generation now that has grown up with almost 40 years of hip hop now.
Yeah.
The parents now have listened to hip hop. So when their kids are like, yo, I love this song, the parents are like, that's whack. And the parents can actually say that's whack, because when in the 90s, it was like, you know, you shouldn't listen to that, Sonny. Like, it's like, we're actually the generation now that's like, hip hop was what they listened to when they were growing up.
Yeah, because I think the first record to get a censorship label was that NWA joint. I think that was the first time they ever put the parental advisory content on it. So, I mean, yeah, hip hop's been around.
Bro, that was in the 90s.
Yeah, for sure.
That was like early 90s, if not the 80s.
Late 80s, yeah.
So, and you got to understand, like, hip hop came up in the 70s. So we're talking a crazy amount of something. I was telling someone today, it cracked me up, because I was like, yo, you know, 2003 was 15 years ago?
Dang.
Like, I'm like, what?
15 years.
Bro. And I'm like, I just dated myself, because I was like, I graduated in 2005. Oh, like.
It's been that long, man.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy. And I think about it, and I think about, you know, the influence of music and why we do it. You know, how most, like, at least Christian or positive artists and people who start writing music, they start by expressing themselves.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think it's real powerful that we're able to express ourselves this way. We're able to just really share something meaningful. What do you think is some of the things that when you're writing your music, or you're thinking about, let's say, your next song, your next freestyle, your next bars, like, what are some of the thoughts that go into why you do it?
So, I mean, for me, honestly, like, my philosophy as an artist has always been, if I'm growing as a man, I will be growing as an artist. So my first pull of inspiration is going to come from my life circumstances, whether it's reflective or whether it's in the moment. I mean, I really draw from my experiences and the people around me. And I read a lot, so when whatever I'm reading, whatever I'm digesting is going to come out. Like, you know, I feel like a lot of times as an artist, my job is to be a vessel to introduce people to either ideas that challenge how they already think, or to reinforce things that I think are beautiful, true, and, you know, should be expressed into the world. So usually it's my life and the people around me and things I'm, like, digesting.
What do you think is the toughest part about being an artist today?
The toughest thing of being an artist today, I think one of the toughest things is having to wear all of the hats. You know, like, you're writing your music, but now with, like, streaming services, a lot of artists are pipelining their music straight to the streaming service. But for that, you also need graphic design, and for that, you also need some marketing rollout, and for that, you also gonna need some people to go out and do shows. So then you got to get a band. As in the past, it was more delegated. In the era of streaming, it's more like we are the one wearing these different hats, and it makes it a little bit tougher. I mean, it's doable, but it's a little bit tougher. I think that's one of the hardest things about this time with being an artist.
Oh, and I can agree with you 100%, because being an independent artist today, I got tired of waiting. I did. And so I personally learned Pro Tools. I learned Photoshop. I learned to mix and master. I'm terrible at it, but, like, the more practice with everything that was going along, I took it upon myself. So, like, I know what it is. Promoting shows, learning, like, Instagram tricks, learning Facebook algorithms, learning, like, I personally took time out, and I was like, you know what? And then I even got tired of the platforms themselves that were pushing. Yeah. So I was like, you know, let's do a podcast with Miguel. Let's, you know, let's do a platform like The Verb where
Yeah.
we can bring artists together.
For sure.
Let's do a blog that covers local music.
Yep. Yeah.
So it's like I wear too many hats,
Gotcha. Yeah.
you know, and you know, my wife can complain about that. But you know, I think that's probably why my music's been slowly rolling out. But you know, I'm
Yeah.
doing my thing. But as an artist, what do you think? Like, I if someone told you, why do you rap?
Yeah. Like, why do I rap?
Yeah,
Okay.
like when you know right now you're probably not gonna get a deal. You know you're not probably gonna get signed. Like, if you were to never get any of those things, why would you still rap?
Honestly, the two reasons why I create is because I love the genre and I love the people that are in the genre, the consumers, the people that invest their time to even create. I just love the genre. I love the people that make it up, and that's the reason why I create. It's funny. There's a dude named Daniel Steele that was a drummer at my old church, and he told me, I never trust art that's not birthed from pain. And that means from times of adversity, times of struggle. And it's funny, a lot of times as an artist, we're struggling. Like I tell my boys, I'm like, isn't it ironic that as artists, we're showing our scars to the world, but we're never healing our own scars. We're just kind of just showcasing them. And just being in that tension, for me, it's for the sake of the people. It's for the sake of the genre. That's the reason why I would create. That's the reason why I still create. And I think I would always be invested in the hip-hop culture and just music at large, because I think music has a power to reach certain people that other mediums can't.
And I really do love hip-hop for that. You know, I think music has a way of really connecting us, but I think there's something about hip-hop culture that's just dope.
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
You know, stuff that makes you smile, like your single that we're gonna segue into.
Yes, sir.
Segue. But we're gonna play "Smile." We're gonna play the full track, and then we're gonna play 4 tracks back to back, 30 seconds, preview Apple style.
Yeah, let's do it.
So you guys can get a bite and taste of this hip hop that's going on. But this is "Smile" by Anonymous XI.
Thank you.
Lately I've been thinking about it heavily, wondering why the stress and get the best of me. Baby, won't you smile one more time? Baby, won't you smile one more time? Lately I've been thinking about it heavily, wondering why the stress and get the best of me. Baby, won't you smile one more time? Baby, won't you smile one more time?
Hello, good day, I heard that today. Bad day, that means a text on Melee. Say, they yelled out, Mayday, no way. KK, we say no words, we string the letters. No man alone, cause we better together. That's just word to my partners, making sure we come proper. It's like me, Gasa Sukasa. Got this game from my mama. Told me learn to be generous when you dealing with pain. Boy, you dance in the rain. Better days on the way, okay?
Lately I've been thinking about it heavily, wondering why the stress and get the best of me. Baby, won't you smile one more time? Baby, won't you smile one more time? Lately I've been thinking about it heavily, wondering why the stress and get the best of me. Baby, won't you smile one more time? Baby, won't you smile one more time? Better days got me looking forward now to these better days. Got me looking forward now to these better days. Got me looking forward now to these better days. These better days, yeah. Better days. Got me looking forward now to these better days. Got me looking forward now to these better days. Got me looking forward
good day, that mean that sunshine on fleek. Last night you got some good sleep, you glad to be on your feet. Your ears, they out to the street. Another day that you see, I tell you life is too sweet. Smile.
Lately I've been thinking about it heavily, wondering why the stress and get the best of me. Baby, won't you smile one more time? Baby, won't you smile one more time? Lately I've been thinking about it heavily, wondering why the stress and get the best of me. Baby, won't you smile one more time? Baby, won't you smile one more time?
Tell everybody you know, we found a whole nother wave. This about to hit up the coast. I see the look in your eyes, I know that look in your eyes. I know you know it's a vibe, ayy, this finna ride. Homie, don't you even try, nothing but love up inside. Ay, we
ostentação, palavra que eu gosto de ouvir.
Yeah. Oh man, it's been too long, way too long. It's been too long. Let's do it. Yeah, I've been waiting and counting the days, checking each box on the calendar page, and told everybody I'm out with the plague, only leaving my home if my house is in flames. I've been grinding like waiters with pepper. We've been working and saving this cheddar. I know you've been asking.
You know it. Yeah. Definitely running with the soldiers on this one. No hook. We are the church with the truth. Sit down and run with the troops. Run through the city, praying for all of my woes. Jesus the one with the juice, covered in blood. I remember many days. Flipping out, not a somersault. Letting me get the best of me. Pride came like phone calls, voicemails or messages. Turning up to what the level is. Time ticking on my watch. God's grace was like medicine. Now I'm on a mission of reaching my neighbor, impacting my city, and that is the work. It is finally a vision. I'm casting a net for the people who listen, and I gotta get it. Sticking to business, showing the lost the path, a path to redemption. Bringing a hope to the hopeless, hoping they get it. Bringing a light to the streets, knowing they miss it. Time is ticking. God on my side and I'm taking these shots like I cannot miss. Surrendered to Christ, gave him my life, he covered the bed. Leading a generation, back to the Father. I'm gonna do this till I die. I know what permanent is, all about my Father's business. I know I'm committed to bring.
What you reppin'? Why you do it? Make sure everything I push has got influence. We up next, we the youngest. G.O.D. he be the king, that's why we run it. If I got it's for us, who can be against? We ain't with the games, we ain't gotta flex. If I got it's for us, who can be against? We ain't with the games, we ain't gotta flex. No, yeah. I woke up this morning and got on my business, man. I had to switch up the style. Get down on my knees and I pray to my God. We got the victory now. The devil been sneaking, but I know I gotta get up and go speak to the lost. I bob and I weave at no cost, because I know I'm serving the boss. Yeah, I look up to God because I know he real. You can't call him fake unless you know the deal. Boy, he saved my life cause I was overkill. I know these wavy waters, he said peace be still. Boy, y'all be laughing I feel bad, I know the devil need a break. My whole team be repping God. If we fall, we all gon' pray. Make a change. Ain't no enemies, God made us all the same. Sometimes I just wonder how I keep from going under. Baptized in the spirit, Jesus hit like rolling thunder. This is all for Jesus' glory. I don't get no kind of fame. Maybe love, but my only goal is that they know His name. What you reppin'? Why you do it? Make sure everything I push has got influence. We up next, we the youngest. G.O.D. he be the king, that's why we run it. If I got it's for us, who can be against? We ain't with the games, we ain't gotta flex. If I got it's for us, who can be against? We ain't with the games, we ain't gotta flex. No, yeah. I ain't gotta flex at all. I'm just boasting because he ain't have to take that fall. Man, his love run deep. See, he gave us all a chance, guaranteed it was none. That was part of God's plan. Oh my. I was asleep, he woke me up and gave me new life. Well connected, insecure, not talking Wi-Fi. This for me and you, the stakes was too high. I got too fly, I've been on the road, no time to fall. Heaven is the goal, I call it home. You can't have my soul, so leave me alone. Jesus is the goal, he took the load. I've been on the road, no time to fall. Heaven is the goal, I call it home. You can't have my soul, so leave me alone. Jesus is the goal, he took the load. Yeah, ay. What you reppin'? Why you do it? Make sure everything I push has got influence. We up next, we the youngest. G.O.D. he be the king, that's why we run it. If I got it's for us, who can be against? We ain't with the games, we ain't gotta flex. If I got it's for us, who can be against? We ain't with the games, we ain't gotta flex. No, yeah.
Yo, we are back live on the hype.
Yeah, we in here.
Skirt. Yo, we are here with Anonymous XI. Where does that name come from?
Anonymous XI.
Break it down for us.
So originally I went by Anonymous. I dropped a video about 4 or 5 years ago, and it was called Scottie Pippen. I get a comment from a dude is like, yo, I'm Anonymous. You can't be using that name. So shots fired. The dude I was working with at the time commented back and said, well, we got an ASCAP registered. So the dude kind of like backed up and whatever, the situation never got out of hand. But, I was like, Anonymous, man, this dude's coming at me. And then there's a hacker group called Anonymous, and they do a lot of like internet hacking. So I was like, man, do I really want that? Like, tied to my name. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to add the XI. And people are like, yo, why did you add XI to Anonymous? So in 2011 was when my life was completely changed. I met Jesus Christ, and at that point my life hit a 180. So the Roman numeral for 11 is XI. So I was like, Anonymous XI. Then my boy caught on to it. I have a dude out in Charlotte, North Carolina. He owns a brand called Ill Glory. He's like, yo, XI, like, yo, you X yourself out of the equation. Like, yo, he started adding all these layers to the name, and I was like, man, like, that's super dope. But Anonymous XI comes from that, and the anonymous part was when you read a quote and it says anonymous at the end, you don't know who wrote it, but you have to focus on the message. So I look at my life like, don't focus on me, focus on my message. It's like if you're reading a quote, it says anonymous at the end, you'll never know who wrote it, but the content of that message will stay with you. So Anonymous XI came from those two things.
That is dope. So this is the hype, and if we're gonna be on the hype, we gotta freestyle. We gotta bring bars.
All right.
I mean, these people, these people are out here. They're like, yo, I heard like A-Lim songs, and they're saying, yup, hey. Every 5 seconds, and we want to hear some substance. We're hungry. Right. We're tired of drinking that baby's milk. We want some steak.
Okay.
So we got to feed them some bars.
Let's do it, man.
So we got Miguel from Radio UNT about to drop some instrumentals.
You ready?
Obviously, you got to turn up the headphones like we Jay-Z or something.
Turn up the headphones, guru.
You ready?
Let's go. Let's drop an instrumental.
Let's do it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yo, check it. Yo. I heard tomorrow never promised to the next man, so I came back with an upper hand. What you mean, upper echelon to get the flow is give and go. Matter of fact, I had to tell him, boy, this is just a show. Don't do it for show, boy, let my light glow. Little light of mine, prime line, coming back like it's fight night. And come back, boy, they heard the flow is tight. Out of mind is out of sight. My mama used to say, keep your eyes on your goals and watch your ego. From the city where you gotta watch the evil. A lot of dudes coming back, boy, they hop out the whip. They either banging a 5 or they claiming a 6. Whether blood or Crips or they yelling out king. Boy, I had to do it. This is just an everyday thing. I ride the city with a couple dudes shutting the Christ. Boy, I had to go and get it. Now I'm shedding my light. I'm really coming back. Boy, they get the stumble. Had to learn to scuffle, learn how to rumble. Man, I'm chilling now with Crescendo, and he wear a blue hat and that joint saying humble brand. I got my dude right here to my left. You already know, boy, they say that we neck. Best protect your neck like Warren the set. But I had to tell him right now, boy, we coming correct. I come back, boy, they coming back and laying the palm. I'm chilling back, reading back, and now I'm reading the songs. Word to David, I'm chilling back and writing my pen. That's the reason that they saying, boy, coming again. It's X.
Woo! Cheer. Yo, hop on the beat like I am Bunny. Nah, no bad, nope. I keep running like it was a beat. Yo, I ain't still fronting. No, if I go in it like and I'm saying nothing but come with a ribbon adapt. The people that wanna ask if you wanna attack the mic with a flashback, a track that's kind of whack. If you get up on this beat and don't spit something nice, don't spit nothing right, can't spit the sacrifice as we do it right. They told them 2011, that's when he met Christ. So when we come and kill it, you know that we just freestyling. And if you look at us, yeah man, we're just smiling like a single. No, we don't bling like blingo. I don't even care if you know Ringo, and I don't even care if I mess up, cause I'm a bless up, west up. You know how it was west side and east side. You know that we gonna ride now, coming to the beat. You know we flow right, and if you know what's going on, you know what's up. You know how to do it, man. I'm messing up.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I'm wilding right now.
But that's how it is, man. That's how you know. Okay, that's how you know you're freestyling. If you're messing up, you can't keep your cadence. That's a genuine freestyle. Doesn't matter if it's only for a few seconds, man. I respect anybody that's willing to at least give the charisma to freestyle.
Oh man,
for sure.
I got too much on my mind right now, but bro, it's fun. It's actually a little bit of stress relief to just mess up sometimes, because it's like, you know, it's real. You know, it's genuine. It's authentic. You know, we got you in the studio. We got you freestyling.
Yeah.
They want to know where they can find you as well.
Gotcha, yeah. So right now you can find me on Instagram at AnonymousXI. So it's ANONYMOU_XI. I missed the S. But you can look at my shirt. I'll have a picture up and all that. It's AnonymousXI. Same thing on Facebook, AnonymousXI, and on Twitter, AnonymousXI_. But yeah, you guys can find me there, and yeah.
That's what's up. So as far as plans, do you have anything coming up as far as shows? Are you working on any projects? Let's talk about that. Let's get into that.
So yeah, for the rest of 2018, I am doing different types of shows, different open mics in the city. Like I said, I'm originally from Newark, so I had more of a platform back there, but I love Orlando. I love the people of Orlando. I'm trying to build out here. For the rest of 2018, really focusing on wrapping up my new EP. That we got dropping in 2019, Lord willing, called Naive. So yeah, we got that coming out, man. So you guys heard the first single that's leading up to the project, and who knows, maybe we'll debut some new stuff on Radio UNC as well.
As well, man. This is exclusive. The hype only brings you that new.
Yeah,
they don't
man.
even know, bro. I like the fact that I get to meet some of these artists. I meet them by accident. I meet them wherever we are. You know, I like to connect with people. So I think it's real dope that, you know, I met you through Alex. But it's so funny how small the world is, because, of course, we knew all the same people.
Yeah.
And it's funny. I found them on Facebook and found all, like, you know, 20-something odd friends in common. Yeah. And I'm like, it's such a small world, but it's a beautiful thing.
For sure, man.
I'm going to play, we're going to play 4 singles back to back.
Yeah.
rapid style again.
Okay.
And then we'll get back into some more topics about what's going on around Orlando with the ozone effect.
Yeah.
And maybe give you some information about some open mics you can hit up.
Yo, I would love to, man.
But we're going to play Blue Skies by Love and Worship. Shout out to Love and Worship. They were on here last week. So I got to play Blue Skies. You're listening to The Hype on RadioUNT.net. Let's go.
I spun on the potter's wheel, been through a couple blue flames. I could say was hot as hell. Then I had my ups and downs, facing hardships when my luck ran out. I was a knucklehead, disrespected what my mama said, so I resorted to trees and smoke till my eyes bled. In hopes to find me a getaway, something to fill the void, to provide me a better day. So making trouble was my hideaway. Hit the grind, try to earn mine Sunday through Saturday. Pump my fist while I scream at God, yelling why I gotta face these odds. But now I know why, cause even though I felt my soul cry, he brought me butterflies and strength to celebrate every blue sky. So now I walk with my head high, living life with a purpose and not hoping to get by.
Blue skies are still alive, filled with sunshine and butterflies. Cause the valley can't last forever. No, the valley can't last forever. Blue skies are still alive, filled with sunshine and butterflies. No, the valley can't last forever. No, the valley can't last.
You claim life ain't give you the best hand to play. You playing spades, but you ain't got no spades to play. Yo, day to day turns your shades to gray. You feeling like you just wanna fade away. So you fair to see a new start. Lose heart, not believing that Christ is ready to impart. But if you trust what the Father speaks, you'll find peace in His joy, replacing your saddest grief. Know the rainbow glistens after the storm pass. Hold fast to the promises that God has, cause it'll make you new, break you through, long term reshape your view. Have you feeling like a flawless jewel that's priceless, righteous in the sight of Him? Your skies are blue and bright again, and darkness fades when you find life and light in Him. Come on.
Blue skies are still alive, filled with sunshine and butterflies. Cause the valley can't last forever. No, the valley can't last forever. Blue skies are still alive, filled with sunshine and butterflies. No, the valley can't last forever. No, the valley can't last. I rise on the AM, I hear the song of a new day. Shine through the mayhem. I got my mind on higher dreams, cause I'm a bride and queen in the sight of Messiah King. I can never let these shadows deter me. They wanna weigh me down, roadblock my journey. But I know whose daughter I be, and I know He's all that I
Things
need.
looking down, I know that you find a way. Blue skies, there's always a brighter day. Blue skies, there's always a brighter day. Blue skies, come on, come on. When things looking hard, trust that you find a way. Blue skies, there's always a brighter day. Blue skies, there's always a brighter day. Blue skies, come on, come on.
Blue skies are still alive, filled with sunshine and butterflies. Cause the valley can't last forever. No, the valley can't last forever. Blue skies are still alive, filled with sunshine and butterflies. No, the valley can't last forever. No, the valley can't last. Tell me what you wanna do.
Woke up, dust off, hater in my space, brush off, say it to my face, or jump off. I ain't playing no games, Sonic Hedgehog. Gotta let him know, man, it's my time. Time to shine, so I grind around this rhyme like it's prime time. Fine time, gotta get the rhyme right, make it fit the people, not trying to get the limelight. Tell him to the face, man, it's all good. And everywhere I go, man, it's all good. When you're going to your job, man, it's all good. Trying to get a better life, man, it's all good. Steady working every day, trying to get it for my love. But no matter where I go, haters never get enough. When I see him looking salty and the lips are puffed up, I just look into the eyes and I get up in the mugs. Yeah, boy, tell him it's all good. Like a hater in the face, like it's all good. Yeah, man, tell him it's all good. No matter what they say, man, it's all good. Yeah, girl, tell him it's all good. Look a hater in the face, like it's all good. Yeah, it's all good. No matter what they say, man, it's all good. First off, time's right. Take off, my flight. They call, I write, we grow. That's right. First off, never gonna stop, man.
underdog. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Underdog. Yeah, yeah. Underdog, underdog. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never gave up, even when the bottom felt so lonely. They ain't betting on us, we gotta grind it out our own way. They always laughing at us now, but the W is coming, going all the 12 rounds, yeah. Just in case you wondering, better not count me out, yeah. Lord, better not count me out, no. So give me your shot, yeah, yeah. Give
Yeah. That's that Apple preview. No, I'm just kidding.
30-second clips.
30-second clips so we don't get cut. Yeah. I'm going to be throwing up the Spotify playlist so y'all can keep up with that. Of course, we were talking on the break about everything that's going on here at RadioUNT.net. They got so many great programs that you can listen to, their radio shows, their morning radio show, as well as their sports radio show where they talk a lot of junk. I love Miguel, as well as the battle of lyrics that they have as well, which is pretty dope. They put
Tomorrow, Pusha T versus Canada Small.
You're gonna have to say that in the mic.
Tomorrow we're having Pusha T against Canada Small.
Okay.
What you got?
I honestly don't know the Christian artist, so I don't.
Shame on you, bro.
Shame on me. Wah, 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 wah. Yo, Miguel's actually he always puts me on to good music.
Good.
Because as a radio station guy, he's always putting on new music. He's always throwing on new clips and throwing new music into the rotation. So
that's super dope.
It's really dope. The radio station is a really great hybrid of music. So again, guys, make sure you guys are tuning in and staying locked. Download the app and whatnot.
Yeah.
But we were talking about Flavor Fest as well coming up. The Hype actually may be doing some live video from Flavor Fest with some of these artists, interviewing some really dope artists, and just talking with them, breaking bread with some really dope people, and seeing what it's like from the professional standpoint, but as well blending ministry as well with industry. Because I think a lot of people have a hard time doing that.
Yeah.
They think you're a sellout or all this other stuff, but then you're in the spotlight. So then if anything happens when you're human, obviously you lose all of that
credibility. And gotcha. Yeah.
But I did want to start shouting out some of the things that are going on around town. Of course, we have events always going on at Soundbar. Ozone Effect always is supporting the local scene and everything that's going on.
Gotcha.
There is a Ben Josh show tomorrow.
Yeah.
At Soundbar, as well as my homies in the rock band Electric Dawn at Soundbar tonight. We have a couple events over in next Friday's got like 3 events, which is pretty dope.
Okay.
Next Friday we got for the Culture, Worship, and Word over in Winter Garden. So if you're on the west side,
okay,
you definitely want to check that out. Also as well, we have the Orbit. It's a cipher.
Nice.
All night cipher. So I think you should really check that one out. And I'm not just saying that because I'm the featured MC, but that's my plug. That's my plug right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Shameless plug. Actually, pretty shameful. No, I'm just kidding. No, but I'm excited for that because I really want to bring people out to it because I went out last time and I feel like we can get some MCs out there.
Okay.
They'll really enjoy it. We also have the organization that's running is called Exodus United.
Okay.
And they work with at-risk youth and teach them poetry. They enter into competitions and really just bring people off the street to do something more.
I think that's awesome. Yeah.
So
what's the time slot for that one right there, man?
Time slot for that one. Doors open at 8.
Okay.
So it's it's at a dance studio. So they're also going to be, if you guys break dance, if you guys pop and lock, if you freestyle, if you crump, they do a little bit of all of that. So We got the MCs, the rappers, the dancers, as well as the poets.
Dope.
They do spoken word and stuff like
Okay.
that. Also, that same night, we have a concert over in the Milk District as well with my homie Dennis, aka Mondry and Luke. Really dope stuff. Iron Cow, you know Iron Cow?
Yeah, for sure.
That venue. That Saturday, they actually have the Orlando Music and Art Festival called Fresh Produce. And there's over like 30 plus artists that take over a side of town. And
That's next Saturday, you said, right?
yeah, that's next Saturday.
Okay.
Fusion Showcase at the end of the month, as well as next month we get into some other events at Henao. Henao's a art center.
Okay. Yeah, I've heard the name thrown around.
They have a stage in there, but then they also host rock, hip hop events. If you go there, they actually have an outside area where they'll paint the walls white and then
Gotcha.
have artists just go to town.
That's super dope.
And then at the end of it, they'll paint them again and just
Yeah, it's
Just
kind of
keep-
like
keep-
Wynwood.
Yes.
I think that's the only district I've ever seen, man. Shout out to Wynwood. But that's dope that they're doing something like that in Orlando because, the
Yeah.
visual arts, man. Super
yeah.
dope.
So it's a really good combination of visual arts, dope DJs, and
Okay.
a lot of local music that goes through there. The owner, I know him. He's a really good dude. Really good dude.
Sounds great, man.
Very humble. And yeah, so I mean, if you guys want to keep up with that, obviously you can follow us on Facebook at Ozone Effect, as well on IG Ozone Effect. And we just try and keep you guys in tune with what's going on around town. Those shows that you don't even know are going on.
Yeah.
I know, Z, he'll hit me up and be like, "Yo, what's going on?" And I'll tell him.
Gotcha. Yeah, keep them in the loop, man.
Keep them in the loop. So, I'm just excited for this weekend. Going into it, just knowing that God is gonna do something.
Great.
God is good all the time.
Yes, sir.
And I'm excited that you got to come through. Shout out to homie over here who hasn't said one word, but just getting the footage. You can say what's up.
Yeah, my man. That's my man Dante over there. That's
real.
I'll put in a little plug for my man Dante over here, man. So yeah, Dante, super cool dude. Right now he's at UCF. He's a fashion designer, you would say, and stuff like that. But yeah,
Dope.
he plays low key, but he's a cool dude. You guys gotta get to know Dante at some point.
I'm always in the market of learning different designers, different artists. Right now I'm rocking the Josoi shirt.
Super dope.
This is the Sazon tee.
I was gonna say that, yeah. Being Hispanic, I already know.
Yeah, bro. And he's like, yeah, I'm Filipino. Yeah, we use Sazon.
There you go.
But
cross culture, right?
Yeah, bro. Real cross culture, and that's the homie too as well. Soy's he's a clothing brand designer, producer, rapper,
Awesome.
Photographer, amazing photographer. A little bit of everything. He
Yeah,
also,
there you go.
dances as well, and he actually got me like really into hip hop back in the day. He was like one of the first person to give me beats, that were sampled and stuff like that.
Gotcha. Yeah.
My first producer, Louis, you met him.
Okay. Yeah.
He does everything himself, so he's like very particular. He's like, yo, let's do it
He's
like
the guy tweaking the hi-hats until it sounds
Yeah.
as crisp as possible. And
Oh,
then,
yeah.
Yeah.
And he has that time, yes.
That's awesome, man.
And
You need
he's
people
dope.
like
He's a really good producer. He's produced for a lot of the Christian reggaeton artists
Dope.
that are in the scene. People like Redimidos, Funky,
Gotcha. Yeah.
777.
That's cool, man.
He even has a credit on an Evie Queen song, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
So,
La Caballota.
Yeah, La
Yeah.
Caballota.
Yeah, for a lot of people that don't know, that's a reggaeton. Well, she's a reggaeton artist. She was also a part of a group called Trece Discípulo, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, that now we get into the cross culture, but yeah, Evie Queen, man.
And I figure since it's Radio UNT, I know people are listening all across the world. They know what we're talking about. So
There you go.
It's all love to everyone that's tuned in. I just want to wish you guys a great weekend. We're gonna close the show with Dayton's new single. Some really heartfelt words in the single. But you want to give any shout outs real quick before we leave?
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in, man. Shout out to all of Orlando, the people that's been supporting me since I got here. Shout out to Community Music, and shout out to my wife. I mean, thank you for letting me come out here and being so supportive of everything I do, man. And shout out to The Hype and Radio UNT. You guys have a great thing going here. Amazing outlet. If you're in Orlando, you need to be listening and tuning in, man. That's pretty much it, man.
That's what's up. That's what's up. You guys heard it first from Anonymous that you better be listening.
There you
go. You know, if you don't, I'm gonna tell Anonymous. I'm gonna be like, yo, we need to run up on some people, you know.
Yeah, there you go.
So we're gonna play this single by Dayton. Shout out to everyone that tuned in, and if you're watching the recap, we love you for watching it again. This is The Hype with your boy Crescendo and Anonymous.
Yes, sir.
We out.
Nervous about this one, bro. It's like once it's out there and you can't take it back, and it just makes it more real. Maybe I don't want it to be real. Here goes nothing. Yeah, pen and pad in front of me, I don't know where to start. But it's the type of beat to vent on and share your heart. Usually I write so you can receive, but this time, this song will be more therapeutic for me. Check it, 6 years ago I said goodbye to New Jersey and moved to Florida to marry my bride in a hurry. Though it was a sacrifice for me cause I was deserting my fam, I did it for the type of love that I had been yearning. Fast forward to present time, now I'm in my 30s. Reading over divorce papers to sign and it's hurting. Trying to come up with a plan to acquire the earnings I need to file. I might even have to hire attorneys. Dad, I thought she was my ride or die on this journey, but I was wrong. Cause she looked me in the eye and she sternly told me she wants a divorce. It felt like a knife was inserting into my heart. I was tossed aside like I wasn't worthy. In my mind we was working, I was providing and serving. My love for her was like an all-consuming fire that's burning. I guess my efforts fell short cause the tide had been turning, and now I wrestle self-doubt, thinking I'm undeserving of love. That's embarrassing to admit. Maybe I'm being too transparent with you on this. She's gone, but it's like she hasn't loosened the grip. It's time for me to get this tat removed from my wrist and erase her name. Cause even as I write this rhyme, I'm reminded of her every time I look down. It plagues the brain, then the mind plays a game of only replaying good memories, not the bad, to keep me in this state of pain. My fans had fight for us and sing along, but more than that I had hoped the message would bring her home. But the fight's over cause I was swinging at air. See, it takes two to box and shorty left me in this ring alone. And I've been playing pretend with my friends and family that ask, hey, how you been? I give them that A-OK cliche, but within I'm battling depression and the temptation to sin. My flesh is screaming, let this self-medication begin. Let's feast on a plate of lust and then chase it with gin. But I can't, because I know what awaits in the end. An addiction that'll keep me trapped in the state that I'm in, so I fight. My knees are callous from my time in prayer. I'm asking God to deliver me from my despair. It's more than I can bear. God, I need answers. Then I hear him tell me, open up your Bible and you'll find it there. Yeah, then I find clarity in 1 Peter 5:7. It isn't there I read. I can cast my anxieties on him cause he cares for me if ever there's a need. My father said he'll be there indeed. And man, I need him now more than ever. I'm feeling down and my heart is severed. But as I continue to read, all I can do is believe that he's just, and he gon' work all of this out for my better. I heard my dog say that when one door closes, another will open. But it's hell in the hallway, and it's still a long way until I reach that open door. But while I'm in this hell, I'll be giving my God praise. So my man Grateful Ray hits me, gives me a call, and he asks me, yo, Tommy, how you doing, bro? How you holding up? I tell him, man, can't even lie, it's been hard. Clinging to Jesus like never before. Jesus is all I got. And he says, well, that's good, cause Jesus is all you'll ever need. Facts. Amen. It may be hell in this hallway, but I see light at the end, and I'm making my way towards it. I can do all things in his strength. Yeah.